Madam Chair, an analysis had to transpire to evaluate what was done since 10-10-10. But I see no efforts being made to remedy this situation, which is costing government millions. Madam Chair, right now, we have 12 police officers whose salaries have to be rectified. There's no decision about their salaries. It is hanging in the air. They came over from the former Netherlands Antilles, and there's a cost attached, and I'm sure it is not included in this budget, but it will have an effect on the budget. The pending cases and the lawsuits will have an effect on the budget, and that, Madam Chair, cannot be denied. Madam Chair, during my questioning, I asked the Minister of Justice about the crime funds and what it is used for. He stated it's to combat crime and pay for the services of ankle bracelets. When I investigated further, Madam Chair, I am told the ankle bracelet project is no longer being used. But what had me more surprised in the minister's answers is that the funds indirectly filter down to the local detectives. Really. Madam Chair, I Googled the raids of the RST, the customs. It's all on the internet. And I came up with a total of over $2.2 million from 2012 to 2015. It's on the internet. That was confiscated. And the minister wants me to believe that there's only 215,000 guilders plus available. Those ankle bracelets, Madam Chair, must be quite costly. The confiscation of monies through raids continues, Madam Chair, but yet the police department has no funds to buy bullets for training. Madam Chair, under the Ministry of Education, I kept on the issue of closing the gaps of undocumented children entering our schools in St. Martin. The response given, excuse me, was that it's an immigration problem, shifting the responsibility. The reality is, it's our problem, it's St. Martin's problem, and a solution is needed by all involved. The cost increases annually because we have to expand to accommodate this specific group of children, and that affects our budget. We can only take but so much, Madam Chair, and that is a reality. Madam Chair, I can continue identifying the weak areas from the answers given by the ministers in round one and in the Central Committee meeting, but I also proposed recommendations and how to generate revenue for government. Now, Madam Chair, as I stated before, the 2016 budget would get my support, but amendments need to be made in order for government to receive such. These amendments I am passionate about as they have a direct effect on the people of St. Martin, and I will list them. The first one, Madam Chair, according to the budget of CPS, the Collective Prevention Services, they identify that they will not be able to execute the neonatal screening that costs 150,000 guilders. I brought this motion to Parliament, Madam Chair, and it was supported by all members of Parliament. This screening, if forgotten, allows doctors to detect health conditions from an early stage and treat the condition if it can be caught at an early stage. This helps keeps the medical costs down in comparison to finding out the condition later on in life. The second, the CPS also identified 250,000 guilders is needed for the outbreak prevention. It speaks for itself, outbreak prevention. How can this not be prioritized? It is for the people of St. Martin. It's for all of our protection. Madam Chair, that ministry also identified, I believe it's the Labor Department, extra money is needed for burial costs. It states that they went over 30,000 guilders. And Madam Chair, that is not going to stop because we have an aging population and the death toll is rising. Since this new constellation, Madam Chair, our police officers are left unprotected, regardless of them pledging to protect this country. This country failed to protect them. They do not have a life insurance. And I would like for a life insurance that includes a disability insurance should that officer become disabled or incapacitated in the line of duty. I would also like an educational trust fund to be created for the children of uniformed servicemen and women who die in the line of duty. That's the least we could do for our fallen officers. Madam Chair, the VKS needs additional funds as they support our police officers. They need funds. They support by giving manpower to protect our citizens and visitors of St. Martin. They even can protect this unsafe building here in Parliament, and we have spoken about the safety of Parliament time and time again. We even attempted the last time to take monies from the budget of Parliament and give to the VKS for our protection and others. But I noticed next door, they're there, but no one is here. Madam Chair, steps must be taken to increase the pension of our seniors. And I fully understand that it cannot be done at this current moment, at this stage. However, it can be done in phases, starting, Madam Chair, with a permanent reduction in water, light, cable, medication, purchasing of foods. A senior discount system, Madam Chair, can be commenced in order for the seniors to be able to survive with the little that they have. So in essence, the expenses are reduced so that their monies can go a long way, so that they can stretch. It also gives them a better quality of life.
Life is a journey full of connections. You're in safe hands even when life starts too soon. You don't have to miss a single beat. When a bad hair day makes you sad, just sharing can bring you joy and more to come. They take the plunge, turn fear into faith, while you capture those beautiful moments. In the game of life, it's family that counts. They'll be there even when you lose. We all have our moments of reflection and hope. And when you feel you're losing everything in life, we're there because there's more to come. When life starts too soon, you don't have to miss a single beat. We're here to connect you and share life. Telcel, when you want more.
GEBE has been faithfully serving the communities of St. Martin, powering your home and our economy. Come rain or shine, our qualified team of professionals are working hard 24 hours a day to provide you and your family with safe, reliable electricity and water. We use the latest technologies and test our products daily to maintain the highest international standards. Our friendly staff is always there to assist you, whether in person, over the phone, or online. We are committed to constantly improving our products and services, making them more efficient, effective, and environmentally friendly to serve you better today and our next generation of clients tomorrow. GEBE, powering a brighter future.
Our friend Megawati is here with tips to save you energy. 1. Turn your airco temperature up. 2. Use a ceiling fan instead. 3. Buy energy-saving products. Save some green with NVGEBE.
Need a loan that's quick and easy. Island Finance. Up to 50,000 guineas really easy. Island Finance. For education, yes. A renovation, that's no problem. Yes, it's true. That's not all. They're quick and friendly too. Island Finance. Appliances, vacations, even
afford what you crave, life just gets so good.
Alive and I'm feeling good, so good, so good, so good. Hey, I'm gonna live my life, feeling good, so good, real good, so
KFC, so good for everyone.
Oh my, what an inventory list, and so unnecessary. But wait, your home contents are all insured by Be Sure. That means that you determine the amount you want to insure. No inventory list, no hassle.
Are you be sure? Be sure.
Bob, I can understand why you're parking so carefully. Of course, when you can get 80% discount on your Be Sure car insurance. But that's overdoing it, Bob.
Are you be sure? Be sure.
Yeah.
In due time, the people of St. Martin will see the true colors of some of our leaders. In the end, it will boil down to true leadership, principles, a good conscience, and structure. There should be no selfishness in politics. Parliament must step away from personal needs and wants and focus on empowering our people. The focus should be on St. Martin. There is much talk about a shotgun budget, as the Minister of Finance referred to, an economic fight for power, selfish demands, amendments rather than a collective fight to stand for the people. The statement, if you give me this for that, then I will support the people's budget, can almost be heard every day. Madam Chair, I will not use such a term because this budget will definite and set collective goals for the future of this country. For one, it will set St. Martin on the right path, and that is the path of getting out of the debt, and at the same time solidify the future development of our people. So let's approve this draft budget 2016 to move St. Martin forward. We must learn to live as one, be as a collective body striving for the betterment of this island. I challenge the Council of Ministers to invest in our people. This should be our priority. Investing in our people means safeguarding employment for our own, including providing for them to obtain the necessary tools and or skills to raise the bar. Let's start by enriching our people by building skills, opportunities, and foster culture and mentality of a healthy nation where everybody advances, not a selective few, everybody advances. Nation building is stimulating national unity and social togetherness as a people. An enhanced, educated nation will be able to develop other economic sectors, therefore resulting in a diversified economy, creating more opportunities for our people. As a small nation, we are divided, selfish, and we play too much party politics. And most of all, there's too much gossip. Madam Chair Lady, this morning, right there in the house of the people, we had a closed door, and someone sent me a text, gossip. MP, how much you collect to join the Coalition of 8? And I said, you know, and I showed one of my fellow MP, and I said, Maurice Lake is a man of principle. I thank God the way how my mother brought me up. Maurice Lake, no one in the people's house or the coalition could say to give Maurice Lake any money to join any party or to be part of any coalition. When I make a stand, I stand based on principle. So I just want that for the record. Some of our leaders focus only on the needs and wants. The focus should be on the people to support this draft budget 2016. This is a political crossroad where the political leaders can show their true colors. This is a time to show political maturity and understanding to move our people forward. Capital investment projects. Madam Chair, for the last 5 years, we have been very stagnant in moving this country forward. Up until 2015, no capital investment projects have been budgeted to stimulate the economy, no new tours for the visitors and our people. We can't continue on this path. Therefore, we need to hit the ground running once the draft budget 2016 is approved by Parliament. If we don't approve our budget, we can't invest in projects to stimulate our economy and create more jobs for our people. We need to start our capital investment projects within the different ministries to create jobs and opportunities for our people. We need to invest in upgrading our systems, infrastructure, investing in technology that works, and moving towards decreasing our carbon footprint. I've listened to the Minister of Romy, who did a good job in presenting his investment plan for the people of St. Martin. And MP Samuel touched base on some of them. But I show with all the other ministers within their ministries, they have a lot of investment they would like to do for the people. And for the Minister of Romy, continue the good works, especially when it comes on investing in capital investment projects. Not only the upgrading of Back Street and Front Street, but also the links. We have Link 3, which is the Ring Road. Link 4, which is from Cake House Road, make it a two-way, put railing so that the people can ease the traffic in the Cold Bay area. Link 6, very important link there where we can do for the people. Waymont Hill, the residents have been crying for a long time, where basically we can come together and start doing work for the people of St. Martin. So these are projects all part of the capital investment projects.
It's been said that behind every door, possibility awaits. How much possibility depends on which door you open first. Every day, we help our customers discover the possibilities in their lives. It all starts with a conversation. Scotiabank. Discover what's possible.
patient identification, taxi and bus drivers. The Parliament of St. Martin, in its meeting of today, March 10, 2016, considering the motion of the Youth Parliament as adopted that something should be done to increase the trust in public transportation, that tourism is the main pillar of the economy of St. Martin, that the tourists who visit our island frequently make use of our taxis and buses, that buses as a means of transportation is widely used by the public in general. The need to make the service to the tourists and our locals more professional and safe. Resolves to request the Minister of Justice to come with guidelines or adjustments of the traffic ordinance or other relevant regulations to make it mandatory that drivers of taxis and buses have their identification and an emergency number on a spot in the taxi and buses where it is visible for every passenger when in the taxi or buses, and proceeds to the order of the day. Copies of this motion to be sent to the government of St. Martin. Motion number 2. Usually when you walk the road, people tell you, do something for the youngsters. Do something for the young people. Do something for the people of St. Martin. And in this motion, I hope to do something for St. Martin and especially for the young people of this country. Motion reads, motion mandatory service for the youth of St. Martin. The Parliament of St. Martin, in its meeting of today, March 10, 2016, considering the unemployment rate of the youth of St. Martin between the ages 18 and 25, considering the need to have options for young people, considering the fact that the National Ordinance mandatory service is still applicable on St. Martin, resolves to request the Minister of General Affairs to prepare the necessary guidelines and make the necessary facilities available to start recruiting the unemployed youngsters born in St. Martin between the ages of 18 and 25 for mandatory service starting January 2017, and proceeds to the order of the day. Copies of this motion to be sent to the government of St. Martin. The idea with this motion is to reactivate or reactivate what we have known in the past to be military service. We still have this type of service on Aruba and on Curacao. We have legislation pending that can be used to make this possible, and hence this motion in order for us to speed up that process. Motion number 3. On St. Martin, there are various sectors of the private sector and also of the public sector that is sometimes in dire need of a certain profession or a trained person. And in order to do something or to help in this area, I come up with the idea of what I call a job secure scholarship. The motion reads, motion job secure scholarship. The Parliament of St. Martin, in its meeting of today, March 10, 2016, considering the policy of the Minister of Education, Culture, Youth and Sports regarding the granting of scholarship or student loans to young students, considering that the government and that in government and in the private sector, the need can exist for a specific profession, considering that providing a job secure scholarship to a person with is motivation to return to St. Martin if they are studying abroad, considering that the fact that some employees after many years of excellent performance, are in need of retraining and or educating themselves in a different field, but because of their age or other factors may not be eligible for study financing. Considering that these employees for the most part are very motivated to take on a new challenge or a new career. Considering that therefore these employees will certainly get a job after completing their studies. Considering that a job secure scholarship is the financing of a study and or training for a specific need in the private and or public sector with the security of a job at completion of the assignment. Resolves to request the Minister of Education, Culture, Youth and Sport in considering to develop a policy with regards to study financing to create the possibility that a number of job secure scholarships can be granted to persons who desire to make use of it, and proceeds to the order of the day. Copies of this motion to be sent to the government. The idea with a job secure scholarship is that when such a scholarship is made available, that scholarship will stay in place until someone comes forward and make use of it. So it is not that if no one comes this year, that the scholarship will go somewhere. It will stay there until someone makes use of it.